When you're truly alive, every day has weight. Every decision matters. You don't kill time, you invest it. You don't chase escape, you chase expansion. You look in the mirror and recognize yourself again. You don't need approval, you carry purpose. You don't wait for permission, you move with conviction. The people around you will feel it. Your energy will shift, your voice will deepen, your eyes will sharpen. Because you are no longer playing dead. You are no longer surviving. You are building, becoming. And most people won't understand because most people chose to die young. But that's not your path. You've felt the grave they tried to place you in. You've seen the slow death of comfort. And now you've chosen life. That doesn't mean sunshine every day. That means meaning every day. That means fighting for yourself even when no one claps. That means chasing what sets your soul on fire even if you have to walk alone. That means risking being misunderstood for the privilege of being real. That means refusing to be buried before you're dead. That means refusing to settle, refusing to shrink, refusing to call it adulthood when it's really just slow spiritual death dressed up in polite routines. You want to live? Then get uncomfortable. Start over. Burn the script. Break the routine. Learn something that scares you. Challenge a belief you inherited. Build something no one understands yet. Stop living for weekends and start living for alignment. Stop asking, what do I have to do? And start asking, who do I want to become? Stop waiting for the clock to run out and start running toward the future you once dreamed of before the world told you to shrink. Because the saddest thing isn't dying. The saddest thing is forgetting you were ever alive to begin with. So don't let them bury you in routine. Don't let the world write your eulogy while you're still breathing. Don't just grow old, grow awake, grow deep, grow free. Let the world watch in confusion as you rise from the grave they never realized you were in. Let them call you crazy. Let them call you intense. But let your life be undeniable. Let your energy shake the sleep from others. Let your days count, not just pass. Let your fire burn so bright that even in your silence, people remember you lived like you meant it. You're not too late. You're right on time. Now rise. Because the world doesn't need more people who follow rules. It needs more people who wake up, who question the life they've inherited, who challenge the default, who choose to build something new when the script they were handed feels dead. The problem is, most people don't even realize they're stuck, because stuck has been normalized. A job that drains you? That's just life. A relationship that feels lifeless? That's just how it goes. Dreams that collect dust year after year? Well, maybe in another life. But that other life doesn't exist. This is it, right here, right now. And you either use it or you lose it. Most people don't die in a moment. They die in habits. They die in conversations that never go deeper than the surface. They die in routines that never stretch them. They die in thoughts they never challenge. They die in relationships that no longer see them. They die in the subtle decision to stop trying, to stop evolving, to stop believing that something more is possible. And the worst part? They call it maturity. They call it being realistic. They call it adulthood. But it's not. It's surrender. And if you're not careful, it will seduce you too. You have to choose to stay alive daily, not just biologically, spiritually, creatively, emotionally. That means saying no to the numbness. That means not accepting a life that doesn't challenge you. That means resisting the urge to settle just because you're tired or alone or misunderstood. You don't need everyone to get it. You don't need everyone to approve. You need you, the real you, to show back up. Not the version you created to fit in. Not the mask you wear to survive the world. The version that wants more, that wants to be more, that wants to create something that wasn't here before you walked in. Because you weren't born to shrink. You weren't born to slowly fade into the background of your own life. You weren't born to live inside someone else's idea of success. You were born to break the mold, to shake the room when you enter, to lead, not follow, to breathe life into ideas that scare you, to evolve until your reflection no longer resembles the person you once were. And if that requires you to walk alone for a while, so be it. If that requires you to be misunderstood, rejected, or even mocked, good. Because that means you're not dead yet. That means your heart still beats for something real. That means you still have fire. You can't keep living like you have forever. You don't. Time is not promised. The next breath is not guaranteed. The fact that you woke up today means one thing: your mission is not over. Your purpose still has work for you. There are people who need what you carry. There are things only you can build, but you don't get to access that future by doing what's easy. You get there by becoming someone who's willing to feel everything: the fear, the resistance, the uncertainty, and keep moving anyway. That's what being alive feels like. It's not easy. It's not always pretty, but it's real. The truth is, most people never live because they're too afraid to feel, so they numb, they distract, they bury their pain in comfort, they kill their purpose with routine. But not you. You've heard the call, you've felt the ache, and now you know the cost of not answering it. It's not about achieving everything overnight. It's about refusing to live one more day as someone who's already given up. You are not dead. You are becoming. You are remembering. And every choice you make from this point forward is either moving you closer to the grave or back toward life. Because the truth is, if you're not becoming more alive each year, you're dying in disguise. You can dress it up in success. You can cover it with achievements. You can hide it behind followers, income, and titles. But you feel it. Deep down, something aches. Something's missing. Not because you haven't done enough, but because you've stopped becoming who you were designed to be. You've traded becoming for maintaining. You've stopped evolving because evolving is painful. It demands you let go of the identity that made you feel safe and step into one that feels unfamiliar, uncomfortable, and often lonely. But that pain, that discomfort, that is the cost of staying awake. Most people don't avoid growth because they're weak. They avoid it because it exposes them. When you grow, you have to confront the lies you told yourself to survive. You have to dismantle the small life you built just to feel in control. You have to lose people who only loved the version of you that kept playing small. Growth is grief. It's death to the old. And that's why most people stay stuck, because even when they're miserable, they're still familiar, and familiar is safer than freedom, until it becomes a prison. And that's the part no one tells you, that staying the same will hurt worse in the long run than change ever could, that the pain of safe becomes unbearable once you've glimpsed who you could be. Once you've tasted aliveness, nothing else will satisfy you. You'll never be able to go back to small talk, surface-level goals, or chasing validation. You'll crave depth. You'll crave alignment. You'll crave the version of yourself that burns with purpose, not because it's impressive, but because it's real. If you want to live, truly live, then you must declare war on everything that numbs you, the mindless scrolling, the comfortable distractions, the fake smiles, the autopilot days, the soul-draining routines that look responsible but feel like decay. You have to disrupt your own patterns before life does it for you, before you wake up at 40, 50, 60 with success in your hands and emptiness in your chest, before you have the house, the car, the reputation, and a soul that feels like it's watching your life from the outside. That's not living. That's existing. That's slow death dressed as normal. So break something, not out of recklessness, but out of reverence for the life that's been buried under your fear. End the conversation that goes nowhere. Quit the version of success that costs you your peace. Change the environment that keeps you in cycles. Burn the plan that leads to nowhere just because it's what you always did. Make one brave move that tells your soul, I hear you. I choose you. I'm not leaving you behind anymore. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to come back to life. Breathe again. Cry if you have to. Scream if you must. But wake up. Touch your heart. Touch your purpose. Touch the edge of who you could become if you stopped hiding behind logic and started following what sets you on fire. Because that fire, that's what living feels like. That's what 99% of the world has forgotten. That's what gets buried by 30 and doesn't resurface until it's too late. But not for you, because you've heard it now. And once you've heard it, you can't unhear it. Once you've seen what's possible, you can't unsee it. So rise, not someday, not eventually. Now break the rhythm. Break the pattern, break the silence. Stop dying quietly in a world that needs your noise. Shake the system that told you to play small. Live so loudly, so fully, so fiercely that people look at you and remember what it means to be alive. Then let me keep pouring this fire into your soul, because you weren't meant to live halfway. You weren't meant to simply coast through your days, stacking up years with no story, no risk, no revolution inside you. You were meant to burn with clarity, with courage, with conviction. You were meant to speak things that shake people awake, to live in such a way that even your silence commands respect. And that kind of life doesn't come from drifting. It comes from deciding that you will no longer die with your potential still trapped inside you. Deciding that you're done waiting to be ready. Deciding that this breath, this hour, this season will not pass by unused. Do you know what happens when you truly come alive? You become dangerous, not to others, to mediocrity, to fear, to doubt, to every lie that ever tried to keep you small. Because when you're fully alive, you stop asking for permission. You stop needing the world to understand you. You stop needing to fit in. You realize that the cost of playing small is far more painful than the cost of being misunderstood. You realize that fitting in was killing you. That comfort was numbing you, that playing it safe was slowly burying everything sacred inside you. And then you start creating, you start speaking with weight, you walk into rooms with presence, you no longer shrink to make others feel comfortable. You rise, and if they feel shaken, so be it. That's what aliveness does. It disturbs the dead. It forces people to face what they've ignored in themselves. Your passion becomes a mirror to their passivity. Your discipline becomes an indictment to their excuses. Your joy becomes a challenge to their numbness. And yes, it will make some people pull away, but that's because you've outgrown their version of life. That's the cost of waking up. You outgrow things. You outgrow pretending. You outgrow conversations that go nowhere. You outgrow relationships that revolve around comfort, not growth. You outgrow environments that reward the fake and punish the real. And it hurts, but that pain is sacred because it's proof that you're shedding your shell, that you're choosing evolution over ego, that you'd rather be true than liked. And when you live like that, your life stops being predictable and starts being powerful. You start to realize you were never meant to find yourself. You were meant to build yourself, layer by layer, choice by choice, through late nights, early mornings, hard decisions, and bold action. You were meant to create a life that demands your full presence, not one you can sleepwalk through. You were meant to look back and know, without a doubt, that you lived, that you showed up, that you didn't die with your best still inside you. But most never get there. Most people die young, at 25, at 30, at 35, the moment they abandon their mission, the moment they choose convenience over courage, the moment they trade their fire for familiarity. Their soul doesn't scream, it just fades. And the world claps them on the back and says, "You've got it all figured out." But inside they know something is missing. And that feeling, that ache, that's the part of them that's still alive, begging to be set free. So what are you going to do? Keep dying quietly while pretending to live? Or are you ready to bury the old you and resurrect the version that was never afraid to want more? Because you have one shot at this. One shot to feel everything, to give everything, to become everything you were created to be. Don't waste it living someone else's idea of a good life. Don't waste it in neutral. Don't waste it waiting for the right moment. This is the moment. And if you don't seize it, it will bury you in regret. But if you rise, if you choose to live fully, fiercely, unapologetically, then your life becomes a weapon, a force, a reminder to the world that there is still something sacred about being truly alive. You become the proof that it's never too late, that you can rise from the ashes of your old self and become someone you're proud of. Not for the world, for you, because you kept your fire alive in a world that tried to put it out. Now, before this ends, I want to ask you something real, not just for views, not for algorithms, for you. Because this isn't just a video. This is a mirror, a moment, a wake-up call. So I want you to go down to that comment section right now and answer this with brutal honesty. What part of you have you been burying and are finally ready to bring back to life? Write it. Say it out loud. Claim it. It could be a dream you abandoned, a version of yourself you silenced, a fire you let go dim, a purpose you've been too afraid to chase. I don't care how small it seems. If it matters to your soul, it matters. So bring it back, right now. In words, in action, in energy. Don't scroll past this moment. Don't say someday. Don't hide again. Let this comment be your declaration that you are not dead, that your story is not over, that this was the moment you stopped living like a ghost and started coming back to life. I'll be down there reading every word, because if you've made it this far, I already know. You're one of the few who is ready. The world needs you alive. Don't you dare forget that. Because I'm not here to inspire you for 5 minutes. I'm here to break something inside you that was never meant to survive. That doubt, that fear, that shame, that quiet story you've told yourself for years that says, maybe I'm just not one of the lucky ones. Number, you don't need luck. You need truth. You need fire. You need to remember who you were before the world taught you to settle. Because let's be real. You didn't come this far just to scroll past your own breakthrough. You didn't listen this long just to go back to pretending. Something in you is waking up. I can feel it. And it's not loud. It's deep. It's the part of you that's been silently screaming while you wore a calm face. The part of you that knew you were made for more, but didn't know how to say it. Didn't know if you were allowed. Well, I'm telling you now, you are allowed. You've always been allowed. The only permission you needed was your own. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to fix your whole life in a week. But you do have to move. You have to act. You have to stop abandoning the version of yourself who knows what they're capable of. Because that version, they're watching. Every time you stay silent, every time you play small, every time you say maybe next year, they feel it. And the more you ignore them, the more that quiet pain grows. And that pain, that's the price of not living. So write it in the comments, for real, not a joke, not just for views, for you. Say, I'm not dead, I'm becoming. Say, this is where it changes. Say, this is who I really am. Let that be your spark, because when you speak life over your future starts responding. When you write your truth publicly, you start holding yourself to it. And someone else reading your comment, they might just wake up because of you. That's how we shake the world. Not by being perfect, but by being real, alive, honest, lit up from the inside with something unbreakable. So if you've got something inside you, a fire, a dream, a calling, a message, a version of yourself you've kept on hold, bring it now. Write it, declare it, and then live like you mean it. Because if this video means anything, if these words cracked open even the smallest part of your soul, don't let that go to waste. Let it change how you move tomorrow. Let it change what you tolerate. Let it change what you commit to. Let it mark the end of sleepwalking and the beginning of becoming. You're not here to die slowly. You're here to rise, to wake, to burn. And if no one's told you lately, you're not too late. You're right on time.